had some periods in the past couple of months where we had lower than average temperatures, we had less humid weather. Now we're almost getting into a more typical kind of setup this week. Although with the daily scattered storms, it could be a little less hot. Indeed, today it was only 87 for the high after yesterday's 94. And then we may be hotter again for the upcoming weekend with a little less rain around. And this time of year, that's about what you get. Is there a little more rain and not quite so hot, or is there a little less rain and hotter? That's pretty much what we have in the summer, isn't it? Right now on live radar, we are quiet for New Orleans, but we have certainly seen scattered showers, storms all across our area, mostly moving. So that has been good, drifting off to the west. Storm around Cutoff. I was tracking another little shower right there popping up around Jean Lafitte and Lake Salvador. Also in Jefferson Parish right near the lake, another shower there. And really today we have seen some certainly north of the lake, but a little bit more at this point that has pushed over toward the Baton Rouge area and farther west. So we are expecting, as is typical this time of year, most of this activity to diminish as we get into the evening. But there is a chance for a couple of stray showers or storms tonight too, just like we saw last night with that big storm at about 10:30 p.m. Right now, 82 in New Orleans, some of you in the 70s. Hammond at 73, Raceland 75, and Thibodaux and Homa also 75 after some storms earlier, and other spots a little farther to the east, slightly warmer in the 80s. Our temperatures this evening will be dropping through the 70s, and overnight we're looking for upper 60s north of the lake and lower 70s south. Rain mostly ending, but as I said, a slight chance for a shower, which I'll show you with our model in a second. And then tomorrow you can plan on a very similar kind of day. High temperatures likely in the middle 80s, so not super hot considering the average high is 89 at this point, and about a 50% chance for scattered showers and storms. Here's your forecast for tomorrow. And again, tomorrow looking like maybe a couple degrees at least lower than today. So we might be spending much of the day in the lower to maybe middle 80s and then dropping off through the 70s tomorrow evening. This is precision cast through tonight. You saw the rain around 5 p.m. like around now, starting to wrap up. This is 7 on toward 10. This model wants to go completely dry at this point, but again, we may have a random or stray shower or storm still out there. This takes us through the overnight to tomorrow morning. Couple of showers possible in the morning, but mostly more toward afternoon. So this is 1 p.m. We'll fast forward to about 5. And you can see the scattered rain. Now, a couple of these storms have been able to get strong with a couple of high wind gusts, maybe some small hail, but that's about what we're expecting. We're not expecting a lot of severe weather or a lot of strong storms, but there may be 1 or 2 each day that barely reach those kind of severe limits. In our upper pattern, we've had low pressure troughing, and we may actually see some of that building over our part of the southeast and sort of hovering there over the next couple of days. This may also, toward the end of the week, bring in what we call a backdoor cool front, where it's swinging in from a less familiar direction. Usually it's from the northwest or west, but this trough may kind of send the motion from the northeast, and that may bring our rain chances up. We will also see whether we see any effects from this front. Hard to say whether it will really move through with a decisive drier air setup, but it looks like it could bring some drier air. Now, with less rain though and drier air, we may also be able to heat up a little bit more for the weekend. So note the next couple of days with those slightly higher rain chances, 40–50% or so, we may stay in the middle to upper 80s. Later on though, as we dry out a bit, we may be back into the lower 90s.